Hi, welcome to Live, Learn, Inspire, the place where we like to share inspiring, informative, or educational stories. I'm your host, Albert Emanuel, together with the co-host, Serge Balole Gamwanya.
Yes, it's your boy in the house. And before we keep going, I just want you guys out there to like, share, subscribe, and comment on Live, Learn, and Inspire podcast.
Just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Kawanzuri. Kawanzuri is a premium African coffee. So if you are a coffee drinker and you like top quality, you should try out Kawanzuri. Welcome to the episode today, Analisa.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you are an actor, a singer, a voiceover
Artist.
Artist. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just want to get to know more of your story. You know what I mean? So how did you get into the art industry, to put it that way?
So my father is also a musician, my sister as well. So it was always a lot of rhythm and singing in my family.
Yeah.
And I guess, everybody's different. We all have different gifts that we were born with or different talents. Mm-hmm. And I think I was lucky to really early know that, I want to be an entertainer. Like, I was the kind of child that would be like, okay, look at me now, I got a choreography. Okay. Look at this dance. I love to make people laugh. I was always like, I wasn't scared. I wasn't a shy child. So I think it was my father who was like, oh, okay. She's one of us, She's a musician, definitely.
That's my daughter.
Yes, that's my daughter. And then back in the days where I grew up in the 90s, we had MTV on the screens. Like, that was what was going. Music video after music video, MTV Music Awards, all these music programs was in the background the whole time. And I really early knew that, that's what I want to do. I want to be on a stage.
Awesome.
I want to have a show. And so I started writing songs. I was always singing. Listen to my idols like Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, Aretha. I'm an old soul though. So even though I was born in the 90s, I see that the music that I really liked was from the 70s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So which artists growing up inspired you the most?
When you're thinking of the 70s, since you listened to it.
So on the MTV, it was there and then Alicia Keys, Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, all the big singers. But as I grew up and started studying music and really going in depth in what is, different genres and sounds, it was like, I see it now, it was like a prophecy from the music leader, because he's like, you don't know it yet, but you're a young version, a reincarnation of Tina Turner. Damn. At that time, I was like, Tina Turner, she sounds like a man. She's not Mariah. No. And then as time grew, I see what he meant. Because Tina Turner, there's a reason why, she's the only artist that has the star, like the Hollywood star fame for the best performer, live performer in the world.
Wow.
The energy she had, her live presence, without thinking about her. But just being myself, looking to my dad, who is very charismatic. He knows how to take a room. I see that my biggest gift is also being a live artist. Much more than being in the studio.
All right. Okay. And, when you point out Tina Turner, right? Right? Is there any specific song that you kind of like, wow, it
is more her energy.
More her energy.
It's the energy of the woman. How she just, and her story. Think about it. She's from a time where in the United States, which was at that time the biggest platform for new music and leading trending. You had black music on one channel, and then the mainstream was for the rest, the white, right? And the white often stole from the black and so on.
Okay.
She was from a time that, as a black female singer, she was supposed to do R&B. But here she is, she's like, no, I want to do rock and roll. I want to be with the guys doing, and I'm not going to be this pretty girl. I don't need to stand like this with my high heels and be cute. I'm like this, and here I am. It's like, ooh. I liked her attitude. Me nice. I liked her attitude. She was tough, but in a female, that is female power. She wasn't trying to be, she is rough. And so, Proud Mary is one thing, right?
taking the room,
taking ownership of her own feminine power.
Yeah,
because you know, on the topic of that, I've been lucky enough to see you perform live, and your energy is you know, when I saw you in Sixth Act, I mean, we're gonna talk about it later. But you were the man.
Were you there?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
you know, you sing, you come in, be in front, and dancing, and the choreography was nice. So, which I'm gonna wanna hear about it more later. But my point was, I could tell now why Tina Turner came out to be, because when you perform on stage, you know, you always give.
Thank you.
It's
And
like
also
people
gospel,
watch.
you know, when they're in their authenticity. So I guess it's not even one artist, is the live energy of being in your highest frequency, just being in the music, being in the room with the audience. Let's make magic, let's make something happen.
Yeah. Awesome. You know, you mentioned your dad being, you know, playing a big role into inspiring with music as well, right? Was he playing an instrument, or what was his role? He's a singer.
He's a singer as
Sing
well.
as well.
Yes.
Oh,
he's a vocalist.
I could never tell.
First of all, a vocalist.
It's like, he's so fun, he's amazing.
Yeah. He's got a great voice. You could actually, when he sings, his technique, the way he sings, you could hear that he's very inspired by Otis Redding and Marvin Gaye. That's
Marvin Gaye, that's
same style.
That's my guy right there. Yeah.
Soul, you know. So he also grew up with the American soul or the Afro beats, high life, you know. Back in the days, Fela Kuti style, you know, mixed with jazz and brass section. And then, but in Norway, when he came here, it was very like, exotic music, right? So he was in a band where they did traditional African music. And then he did percussion as well as singing.
Okay. May I ask where in Africa he is from?
I'm from Ghana.
Ghana.
West Africa.
Yeah.
Are you going back this December?
Yes, I am.
For Dirty December?
Dirty December.
Dirty December.
There's no joke.
I'm telling you. Somebody asked me, like, Serge, are you going to go on Dirty December? I said, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, because you better be ready.
Yes, that's it.
Tell us about Dirty December.
Yes.
I can't describe. Like, first of all, just going to Ghana, it's a vibe. No matter, like, anytime I've gone there, like, compared to Norway, it's not hard to beat, right? But I'm saying, like, the vibe, the people are so happy. They're all, the music on every corner. It's just like a different common frequency. And then when you go there in Dirty December, it's like that thing that is already like, woo, it's times 10. It's crazy. So many people, you know, that has moved to UK, other places in the world, the United States, they come back in December. So it is vibing with parties all over, a lot of like campaigns. It's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's everything, like all the concerts, all the live artists.
That's the problem. I might not come back.
Yeah, right. It's a vibe.
One-way tickets.
Yes.
Work calling me, Serge, could I do?
You know? And I don't know how those people party like that. Like, honestly, I've tried it so many. Me and my sister were like, okay, this year, let's like see how do they really. We never made it. We never. I don't know how people do it. Like last time I was in the clubs down there, like. On my way out, and I was like, it's 10 o'clock. The sun has come up again.
10 a.m. in the morning.
10 a.m. in the morning. The sun is up. I'm like, we need to go sleep now.
Yeah.
On my way out of the club, people are coming in.
And the line is long.
Line is long at 10 o'clock in the morning.
What? Those are the people that went back home at 2 a.m. to go sleep and come back again.
We think there's a system, and we're trying to understand that. I still haven't hacked it. But I think that's what you said. Like, I think it's something like they plan it in a way, and there's a slot where they go home and sleep, and then they come out again around 2, 3, I think.
And then that's why I need to be ready before I can go there. Yes. Because just hearing about it, man, you're like, shit.
They know how to party.
They know how to. Ghanaians and Nigerians.
Oh, man. You don't joke.
That's why they say pepper. They really pepper.
Yes.
Pepper.
But you need to get, that's the thing. The only thing is that I'm so happy that Ghana has become this global, you know, people travel there from all over the world. The market, like, it's really growing. Every time I'm there, I'm like, wow. You know, in Norway, I don't know, like, if you've driven before between Drammen and Oslo, because I live in Drammen. E18, that high road, they've been working on it now for, I don't know, 7 years or something, and it's still not done.
No.
That's one highway. I don't know what they're using their time on.
No.
Every time I go to Ghana, there's new neighborhoods.
Okay.
There's new shopping malls. The whole airport was done in some months.
Really?
So it's like, everything is new. You see something new every time. How are we using 15 years? Years for one high road.
Because for me, that is two things. One is Norway, we like keeping our culture somehow. They think like it's a good thing to keep the way things are, which is fucked up if you ask me. The other thing, no offense for the people out there, Norwegians don't know how to work. They don't work. They wake up, they drink coffee, they go outside, they take a cigarette, they have a conversation, they go inside, they look at you, another cup of coffee, another cup of coffee, another cup of coffee, and they talk, and then things are not being done. And they do that so they can get paid because, they get paid well. And I'm like, these motherfuckers, bro, somebody should come and get them off the street, bro.
I just think it's weird because it's not like we don't have the money for it. So
yes, exactly.
I don't know the tempo of stuff, how things are taking time compared to Ghana, where it's a country that is really on the rise. The negative thing about it is, as a tourist or as somebody coming there, your pocket. Like before, I could go down there with, small money in Norway, but come there and feel like, I'm a queen, Now it's expensive. It's, things are starting to cost.
But is it because they know that you are coming from a foreign country and they just try to...
No, Dirty December has become a worldwide phenomenon. People are coming from all over the world. They know this is the time. We take all the prices up, all restaurants, everything. I've been there in December, and then I've come back in April, and suddenly it's half the price.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Smart. They're business
very smart.
As
It's
well.
business mandate.
People need to eat. Right. Yeah. Just want to take you back basically to Norway, growing up in Norway, and all that. And I'm thinking, your dad Ghanaian, right?
Mom from Bodø.
North
of Norway.
Ha!
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's cold. It is cold.
Yeah, okay. Does that mean you guys were based up north or actually here
in Norway, Asker?
Asker, okay. All right. Okay, this
But
side.
you've been to Bodø?
Yeah. I got a lot of family over there.
Yeah.
Man, there's one flight. And by the time you're about to land, you can see the entire Bodø in the air.
Yeah.
You get off the flight, you just go back in the flight again and go back to where
But the Bodø people is nice, though. They're very friendly, much more than down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only time I would see myself going up north is during summertime. Because
it's colder.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to
people
throw
are
you
warmer.
off. You can keep asking your questions.
No. Again, I was about to go into... you found out your voice, right? Music is what you wanted. But then you got into this acting, right? At what age did you actually start acting more seriously or singing more seriously?
Music was my number one thing. And then I started playing piano, and that was my thing, right? And Dad started booking me, we did a lot of church stuff, and suddenly I was up there playing, in the church. And then Ghanaian, every time we had a Ghanaian Independence Day, suddenly I was up there doing some songs. So it started from very early age, but then I studied music. That was my first... the Waldorf school.
Yeah.
And then when I was studying music, there was a theater line as well. So my best friend was studying theater.
Yeah.
But once a year, they wanted to do musical theater, which is theater but with music. Right?
Yeah.
Hybrid between theater and opera, in a way, because in opera you don't have dialogues, everything is sang.
Wow.
Right? While in theater it's only dialogue. Musical theater, hybrid. We act out, but then suddenly, like in films, like in a Disney movie, the emotion is so strong that I want to sing a song about the thing, right? That's musical theater.
Yeah.
So when they had the theater class, where they were going to put on their musical theater stuff, not all of the actors were comfortable or knew how to sing. So then suddenly they started holding auditions for people from the music line, if we could join the company. So and then that's the first time I was like, but this is also cool, though.
Yeah.
I like the acting part. That is also a way of expressing yourself.
Yeah.
Let me see, because, when you do musical theater, you need to be a triple threat.
Okay.
You need to know how to act, sing, and dance. because we have choreographies and whatever. So from after I finished my music degree and I had done a couple of parts in the musical theater, tasted it a little, I wanted to do one more year with musical theater.
All right.
Just to see the thing. And then basically the guy, the principal of the school, he's like, so what are you doing next? I was like, you know what? I love this. This was fun, but I need to get my album out. You know, I got my band. Again, remember, I had 3 years with pure music, finding my image and whatever. And he's like, but you need to do musical theater though, because the talent. I was like, but I don't want to study more. And then he convinced me, and then I applied, and I got into the one and only musical theater academy in Norway.
Wow.
And so I did 3 more years with musical theater. And then I specialized in acting because the singing part, I've already have my grades in that one. I feel strong, but what can I do to make me stronger in the 2 other parts? Dancing and acting. And my major was acting.
All right, cool.
Well, because I want to know something, because, you know, first it was not something that you wanted to, somebody had to convince you. You know, I have a certain situation that is similar to that, but to you first, because what made you feel like when you started, when you went there and you applied and went in, what made you stay and feel like, okay, yeah, this is now, I feel like I wanted to do this? Because in the beginning you didn't want to. Somebody had to convince you, and often when somebody convinces us, you just want to check it out and see if it's something. So what made you stay? What made you feel like, okay, this is, I want to go for this?
It's a good question. I'm a very competitive person.
You wanted to prove someone wrong? Or?
Right.
Tell me who.
No, first of all, I knew that, you know, many of the people I went in class with when I did musical theater in the folk high school for 1 year, many of them had already applied for the academy. This was their 3rd time or so and did not come in. I tried 1 time and I got in. So I kind of felt like, okay, maybe there is something there. Like, why should I waste? I know a lot of people that would love to get in, and why is it that I'm saying no, actually, right? But it was just that because my music was so important. I really wanted to get my music out, right? And then he kind of lured me because he said, but you could do your music while you're studying musical theater. That was not true. That was not true. And I know that today because the capacity was not there. Anyway,
she's speaking to you.
But I don't regret. But it's interesting because I did not enjoy those 3 years. I hated it. I came from a private school where everybody was cheering on each other. We all were in our own space, trying to figure out who we are, what we want. When you go to acting, you need to be, in Norwegian we say grå som en mus. You need to be gray, because if you want an actor's job is to be the character that we want. When you're coming from a music thing, I had a side cut at that time, purple hair. I'm already in a box, right? And that's how I've always been. I like to be myself. I don't want to be gray as a mouse, but that's the art, though. If I want you to be a bad boy, how would you be? If I want you to be a kind boy. So it's like, it took some time for me to understand that I don't need to forget myself, but to learn the art of acting, you have to let go of those things that makes you specific, which was a battle. But I stayed because I'm competitive. Like, I'm not going to quit.
No.
I'm not going to quit.
I'm a raised no quitter.
Now that I'm here, I'm going to do it, right?
Yes.
And also, you know, the summer, so I had come into the school. I knew I'm going to start in September, right? The audition was the year before. And in between the audition and me actually entering the school, I had a serious, I don't know how deep we are in this podcast, but I would say that was my first like really big spiritual attack. So I almost lost my life. I was in a very, very serious house. My childhood house burnt down.
Oh, wow.
So that was my first, like, if I was in doubt, I've never been in doubt, but if I wasn't sure if God and the angels are there, that moment changed everything for me. So surviving that fire, being in and out of the hospital for weeks and months, understanding that life is short. Like you really cannot know how vulnerable your life is. At any time, something can happen. You can go out here today and the car could crash you. Like you never know. So when I had that experience myself, and the doctors told me, based on my condition, I'm blessed. You can't really see, right? Because, when you're in a fire, normally, serious fires like that, you will see that, they got some skin from their thigh up in the face. And like, I'm untouched. But that was a miracle in itself. Like how my bed was surrounded by flames.
Wow.
Like God protected me.
Yes.
The guy from the fire department, he told me it was 90 seconds, like 1.5 minutes more, and my whole bed would be burning.
Wow.
So God just showed me something right there.
He knew you were going somewhere.
You know what I mean? It fueled fire to my purpose.
Of course.
So when the doctors told me that based on your condition, you're saying you're going to be dancing, singing, acting, a lot of movements, we are very sure that you can call them and tell them what has happened, and surely you will get the space next year. Competitive. No. I was like, nobody's gonna. No. That's what the devil is trying to do right now.
Yes.
Now I know that I'm going there.
Yes.
Because why? Why? You're going to tell me that I need to postpone? I'm not going to postpone anything. Now I'm going to do this. I had to wait for 3 months before I could do anything because my lungs was so burned. I have a lot of scars in my lungs. You can see it on the pictures. That when, when something is bruised, when you breathe, your lungs expire. What's it called? Expands.
Expands,
right? And then when you breathe out, they come together. If you have wounds there, it's not going to grow because you're always moving, right? You have to be calm, let the things grow before you start pushing, right? So it was a wonderful, Norwegian healthcare is very good. So there was a whole thing with physiotherapy, everything, machines, cleaning my blood, oxygen. And the moment they told me, you are good to go, you can start training yourself a little. If the physiotherapist if he told me, take a walk of 10 minutes, I would jog for 30 minutes.
Wow.
Because I know I'm going to the school. I have 4 months to recover. I'm now doing this. So I think that accident or that attack made me even more sure that there's something there for me. And today I'm very happy that I did it because it's my education. It's valid when you apply for stuff. And And
I just on the same topic, this is so good because on the same topic you were saying something in the beginning that I caught and I didn't want to let it go because you were saying when you're acting, you have to, you want him, for example, to be a bad boy. How does he go from being himself, Albert, to becoming a bad boy? Is there any session, you could call it session, or there is a word in it in films, any scenes or any roles that you had that you found it difficult today, you had to go in and out? Is there any role that every time you had to change, or after everything you're like, that was actually tough, or interesting, or challenging?
That's the thing. I started as a singer and then I got into the acting, and I found out today when you ask me, what do you like the most? It is literally 50-50. I love acting as much as singing. So I love what I do. I don't think any of them it's interesting. It's so fun. Imagine you can be so many different persons or versions of yourself.
That's amazing.
In set realities. It's like, I'm a very curious person and I have a lot of fantasies. You could actually play out your fantasies without doing the real harm. You know what I mean? So, for example, you would say, maybe you were thinking I was going to say Moulin Rouge, for example, where I'm basically a prostitute or I'm a stripper working in a club. And here I am, from a nun, being a nun in the church to a stripper. I love that because then I get to get both the vibes, and it's just different versions of yourself.
That's true.
But I would say the Encanto Disney movie, I did the voiceover for that one.
Okay.
That one, the character was big and heavy, Luisa, the big sister, and the original voice was very dark and very... That one was the only one I felt like,
So you had to also have this deep dog
Yes, and that wasn't a problem in the dialogues, but when she started singing, to sing and hit the notes from her voice was a challenge, big time challenge. Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge. So
But you
far.
did it.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
She nailed it.
She never-
Yeah. Yeah, you know, me, I wanted to take you back to basically getting into this whole process, right? I'm thinking from that teacher that convinced you, right? So he saw something that you didn't see yet, right? And also yourself realizing that, okay, you know what, all this is happening, but I need to actually complete this, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, don't quit. Like there's something there for you. And I do see now why I went there.
Yeah.
It has really helped me with my stage presence. And I'm using the tools from those schools in everything I do in a way. Yeah.
Basically, for all the young female out here, young girls that are looking to do the same thing as Analisa is doing, just listen to her and don't be scared of everybody. Don't take
believe
no
in
for
yourself.
Yes.
You know.
I was about to also say that, you know, you have both Ghanaian and Norwegian culture, right? Both from, you know, home growing up and also at the schools and everything that you've been through. Like, is there, you know, how was it, you know, with those cultures? Do you feel like it was challenging at times, or how was it in your experience?
I feel like it's such a big blessing.
Yeah.
I feel so blessed to be part of two cultures. You know, it makes me more rich. I have two cultures that I could call my own, two homes, two different countries that I go there and I feel at home. I'm here and I feel at home.
Yeah.
So it's really enriched my life. I think it's made me understand people in a bit. I think that's a mixed thing, a privilege we have. We could really... Our understanding is bigger.
Yeah.
I could go in this room and I understand how it is, and then I go there and I understand how it is. Right? So it has helped me to understand people more than judging people.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm more open-minded.
Yeah.
But of course, there's always, two cultures meeting. It's not that easy all the time.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying, you know, because it's like, you know, things are done in this home this way because that's basically the culture and differences, right? So it's like, again, like you're saying, you understand, okay, that's just how it's done in this culture, right? And then you look the other way, it's just how it's done in that culture, right?
I think also it took some time for me, and everybody has the right to have their own opinion on this thing. But for me, you know, I remember growing up, it's like, so do you see yourself, are you black or are you white? Like, which one are you? Honestly, there is a own category for me that is mixed. Because I can never be 100% African or 100% Norwegian. What I can be 100% is the mix. And when I talk to other mixed children who is also half black, half white, we get each other in a different level again. Okay. So it's another category. That is a category of its own, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because that is also one thing. Like, instead of me trying to be something, like I can't be that, but what I can be is 100% mixed.
Yeah. Absolutely. And
because you're getting 50-50 of both.
Right, which is a new blend again. If you blend two colors, it doesn't become half white, and it becomes a new color. That is the new color. That is the new thing.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I'm also curious in like, you've maybe been through it already, like some of the work that you've done, right? And I'm also thinking, are there other stuff that you've been working on? Any aspiration, or for example, I don't know, the Norwegian industry in general, right? In terms of theater and movies, right? Is there any specific, call it theater show that you have done or you want to do that you haven't done yet?
Oh, that I haven't done yet. If Dreamgirls or The Color Purple comes to Norway, I would love to play in any of those. But my biggest dream in all years was to play Dolores in Sister Act. So one of my biggest dreams and biggest manifestations already happened.
Awesome.
And that was crazy because I wrote it down on a paper 10 years, exactly 10 years before I actually got the job. So,
are you telling me that you wrote down, within 10 years, I'm going to do this?
No.
Okay.
So there was an assignment where we had a lecturer from UK, and he was like, you know, within musical theater, there's so many genres, so many different styles and expressions. So for you to really know where you want to go, it's an exercise to, okay, have you ever thought about what you want to, you know? So the assignment was write down your top 3 wish characters, roles you would like to play. And then also your top 3 musicals, because it doesn't have to be the same, right? And my number 1 wish was to be able to play Dolores one time. That was it. And then 10 years later, yes,
Awesome.
the
the main
Sister Act is
character.
coming to Norway. So I was the first in Norwegian history. It's never been in this country. And I was also the first female Black main character.
Isn't that amazing? You know what? And the fact you just said that we need a lot of young Black women to stand up and follow, you know, your footsteps.
Because we've had a lot of, like, you know, you have Anita in West Side Story. We had Nabulungi in the Book of Mormon. But the thing with Sister Act, she is the leading part. These other stories, they are big parts, but the storyline is not about them. It's like they're B-karakterer, while this is actually the leading role throughout. So it was a history in Norway.
He was. And hopefully for those 2 that you said that you wish if they come to Norway, where were they?
The Color Purple
And
Dreamgirls.
well, the Color Purple and Dreamgirls, y'all are listening.
Yes.
If you guys are coming to Norway, trust me, you won't be disappointed. Just want to let y'all know.
Yeah.
So where are they kind of playing those at the moment? Like
UK and Broadway.
Okay. Wow.
But, you know,
Broadway.
it might come to Norway. You never know.
You never know.
They did put on Dreamgirls in Sweden some years ago.
Okay. All right.
It's possible.
It's
It
possible.
is. Just Norway, we just like to be last. We like
You know?
we tend to come
So
here
do
last.
you like to, you know, let the Swedish try first?
Yeah, like she just said, the road to where last. We don't finish roads, you know. You know.
Yeah. You know, I was going to also point out, right, in terms of movies, right, acting, some of the movies, let's say, that you have worked on, or let's say, is there any director out there that you would like to work with?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't thought that far, but I definitely want to do more movies.
Yeah.
And I would like to have a leading part. Because in movies, I've only had like smaller parts for now.
Okay.
And if you want to have a huge part, what genre?
I will leave it up to God.
God genre.
Because sometimes if you're too concrete, you see, that's the thing. I know you could really manifest stuff. It's because I know how powerful the manifestation is. Sometimes there's a reason why we say be careful with what you wish for. So because your imagination might limit what is actually best for you. So if I don't have a clear something, I'm positive that, okay, that's because God has something else beyond my imagination.
Yes.
But those things that I feel like, that's like, okay, it's aligned. That's what I believe. So on this one, I don't really have any clear stuff, which for me means that if I'm going to do it anytime, God has something for me that I still haven't seen.
Yeah, I mean, just talking to you here, you know, I can tell that you are very spiritual, very, you know, call it woman of, you know, you believe, right? So it's like, what do you do? Because I'm thinking with the way, in your industry, right? It's a lot, right? You're very busy, running up and down, right?
Yes.
So how do you find your inner peace to just, you know,
Get back to yourself
get
and be
that
calm.
control?
Yeah.
Connecting with the Most High,
that's
to put it that
the thing.
way. Yeah.
I'm, how do you say that in English? Utadvendt introvert. Outgoing introvert. You know.
Ambivert, I think there's a word for it, ambivert or something like that. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Ambivert?
Basically, you're an introvert, extrovert, you know?
No.
No?
So how do you say that? Okay, let me try. I don't know how it is in English.
Okay.
So it's like in utad. Okay, so to be shy, either utadvendt, innadvendt.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Extrovert, introvert.
Yeah.
So it sounds the same, but extrovert and introvert is how you charge yourself. How do you charge your energy? Some people get energy by hanging. Okay, I'm tired. I need to call somebody and be with people. Then I'm getting more energy.
Yeah.
Other people are the opposite. It's like, I'm tired. I need to go by myself. You know what I mean? But so I'm an introvert. I use more energy being with people than actually gaining energy. For me, if I'm tired, I need to be alone. Give me a quiet place. Let me sleep or just be by myself. Then I come back stronger. You know. But putting me in a room with a lot of people with a vibe, it's just going to make me more tired. It's not going to help my energy, right? But in the social settings, I'm not a shy person. I'm a very outgoing person. So I'm an outgoing introvert. You could be a shy extrovert, which is the opposite. You like to be with a lot of people. It helps your energy, but you are not necessarily the most social guy or a woman in the room.
No.
Right.
I get you.
So I'm very social. I'm very outgoing, but I'm an introvert. When you ask me about how do I charge myself, I'm 100% introvert.
Yeah.
I need to be able to take some time by myself. I do not need to be with people all the time. I like to have my own room. You know, if we're in the tours and stuff, I need to be able to just go by myself.
I mean, it's also draining. What you're doing, like you say, you're running up and down and stuff. It's pretty draining. And
So that's what I do. I know myself. So first of all, what do I do? How do I connect? By making sure that I have what I need. And by knowing what you need, how do you know that? You need to know yourself. So I know myself, and I know that for me to function the best, to be the best version of myself, I need to feel rested. I need to have a nutrition, like good food, and ability to be by myself. An escape.
Of course.
And speaking of food, because we're African, all of us here, you know, and what's your favorite dish?
Ooh. I love food, though. I'm a food lover.
Yeah.
So it's like everything. I love Italian, but I also, if you're asking about the Ghanaian food, I would say, okay, there's a okra stew with, you know, like crab and seafood and banku. I really love that.
You have banku on the side with seafood. I will not stop. When I finish eating, I will just sit there.
Yeah.
Cool,
I didn't hear any jollof.
No, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
No, Nigerian Ghanaians. You know.
Or it would be, I also love like groundnut soup with plantain fufu. The sweeter stuff.
Plantain, you know.
Yeah. Fantastic. You know what? I also wanted to point out you have this won an award.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Could you tell us more about it?
So this is Miss Beautiful Inside Out World, which was granted by the organization with the same name. It's a lovely lady called Larissa Gabu, who is the founder of the organization. She herself won Mrs. Cameroon in the United States some years ago.
Wow.
And from there, she figured out, you know, why don't we could create that ourselves, but she's also very much in the faith and spiritual worker. So she wanted to, because beauty pageantries is often very much about beauty, you know, it's from the outside, but she wanted to talk about inner beauty. So when I heard about the concept and she actually told me that I would love to nominate you, I felt so seen. I was like, oh, wow, somebody noticed, you know, not just the outer beauty, but there's something, I have a purpose. And And maybe my heart is also showing. So it's very nice.
The way you speak is inspiring, and people want to listen, and then on top of that, you act, so you come for the people
and sing.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So I want to do more gospel music, actually. Going forward, I want to do more stuff that has a depth, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you pointed out in the beginning that you started doing this at a young age at a church, right? So you would be singing at church, at the choir, and everything, right? So,
yes.
Yeah.
But now I want to have my own gospel music.
You're going to have people with you too, or just you alone?
Oh, yeah, I will do tours. Like, there's a lot of choirs around in Norway. After I did Sister Act, I had no idea that it will open a whole new, market. All the people, like different choirs all over Norway contacted me and be like, we would love for you to come and be like Dolores. We have gospel concert. I was like, wow, there's a market for that as well. So, and also as being a Ghanaian, there's Ghana is one of the most religious countries in the world. So we have a lot of Christian channels. It's a market. If you like business-wise as well, I think it's a good thing.
And since we're on topic of business, because I know that recently, if I'm not wrong, you also I've been part of Gjenbruks campaign.
Yeah.
How's that been?
That is also very much.
And can you explain to the people who don't know Gjenbruks campaign?
Yes. So again, I got this sash earlier this year. I won the competition. We had people coming from all over the world, United States, France, Morocco, Albania, like all over. And I was so blessed to win the prize, right? But this in itself is actually just a manifestation of what God told me many years ago. Wow. 2 years ago, I had some problems with my kidneys. And, it ended up with me having a conversation with God. And basically, I found out that, no, I want to do more things that is giving me meaning. I don't want to sing just to be singing or play in the theater just to act. What is it? Why do I have the abilities that I have? What am I going to use my platform for? I want to do stuff that has a depth, that has something value-based, right? So the whole thing about doing more gospel, being in project that has a meaning started. And then this thing came 2 years later. Wow. And Gjenbruks campaign is one of those type of projects because it's a reality show. So is it 6 celebrities that is there competing against each other? It's reality. But the whole thing is about recycling. So we really put a focus on recycling, fashion, housing, how we could do stuff differently. Because right now, people, the consummation, like we're consuming so much without actually thinking about the consequences on the earth,
Well, when I watched it, it was really intrigued. It was.
You saw it?
Yeah. It's like this is something good because, like you're saying, we consume too much when we can reuse, not just keep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be a little mindful. Do I really need 3 of the same thing right here now because I like it in different colors? Or can I be happy with one and appreciate the thing I have? When you, at the end of the day, you just buy a lot of stuff and you don't use it half of the year. And we have to be more aware of what we're doing. And also, I loved how we learned so many things about how you could be creative, reuse stuff, paint stuff, make it useful for some time at the time. Not just like buy stuff blindly. No. It's Black Friday now. I'm not judging anybody. I love, sale. So I'm not judging, but it's like, I think where I am at in my life right now, I just want to be more aware of what I'm doing. I don't want to be part of the machinery that our society is. If we're not mindful, we're just doing stuff. We're looking at what we want to look at. We buy what we want because somebody is actually telling us that you want to buy this. Or you want to watch this, or you want to look like that, and you want to wear these kind of clothes because you don't know it yourself. You're brainwashed.
But sitting scrolling.
Your opinion is this, but is it really your opinion though? You know what I mean? We got to go back to ourselves and to the source, because the machinery around us right now, it's getting desperate.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, that self-awareness again, knowing just know
yourself,
right?
know yourself.
Even with the,
tap in. Sometimes, it's a machinery. Like if you're not careful, people is just going to take from you, and you don't know where you're doing, and you don't understand why you're not happy.
But let's say someone, is kind of noticed that, what, I'm doing this, but it's kind of, I want to stop, but I don't know where to start, you know what I mean? They are aware of the situation, but they don't know how to sit down and actually figure out how to actually get out of this machinery, as you put it.
I think I will go back to the source. You need to start not just doing the surface things, but we need to really go and take the root and look at the root cause. What is it? Ask yourself some questions. What is it about this thing that I want so hard? Why is it so important for me? What in me is making me do this when I actually feel that it's, you know what I mean? Go back to your feelings. Maybe most of the times I feel like when we do stuff, when we know we really like more like an addiction, it is a wound, or it's coming from a lack, mentality of lack. But if you had, if you're very grounded and you focus on what you already have, and gratitude, the irony is that that's when you're actually going to get the stuff. The stuff that is meant for you is meant for you. So why do you chase it? Let it come to you.
I see.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
But the society today would not make you understand that. The society today is built in a way where you never feel enough. That's how it is made. You're not supposed to feel that you're good enough or that you have enough, because then they can't control you anymore. So it's deep. We need to understand our own purpose and our own power, and that the things that you feel like you're lacking and that you feel like you have to chase it, if it's meant for you, why do you have to chase it in the first place?
I always also try to tell people it's good that because you mentioned someone that I love deeply, and it's a man above. So God is the answer for anything that somebody is looking for. I put God first in everything that I try to do in my life. Can I do better? Yes, but I know that He knows me. He sees my heart.
And it's what I experience is that all the answers is within us, and it's all about looking in. Like, we're all human beings, we all have, but why, if we start asking questions like, okay, why am I doing this, or why do I feel like this? Most of the times it's something rooted within you that you haven't really looked at.
And you also said something when you just spoke about bring out the roots to see what's under. And I feel like just in life in general, in a relationship and people like that, people trying to figure out where the wrongs are or trying to fix something, but you gotta go where the problem started. Because we have a tendency to try to fix. For example, a lot of people be like, why we got to go back to Africa? Why? And we trying to do this. I'm like, you're trying to fix the air. You have to go under and bring out the devil. Then you're gonna see the light. But they always want to be like, I'm just gonna go there and fix it. You're never gonna fix anything.
That's the thing. Go. Everybody just have to work on themselves.
That self-study,
self-study is so important because because everything is, when you go down to it, everything is how do you say that in English? Kvantefysik. It goes back to chemistry. It's weird. We're just like, we're human beings. We're here, right? We're in this room with our bodies, and there's some oxygen we're breathing. But when you look at it, there's atoms and stuff, and it's symmetrical, and there's numbers, there's mathematics in the shits. You know what I mean?
That you can become a teacher as well.
And when you go down to it, it's like we're now talking with the stars and the cosmic. It is so, we can't even comprehend. Why is it, you know what I mean? It's so it's like, I know it's deep, but we need to understand that this is our reality right now. We're having a human experience, but we are souls having the experience that we have. How we want to live and experience what happens. Because shit will happen. things will happen to all of us, but you choose how you want to handle it. How do you want to look at the situation? How do you want that situation to affect you? Take the lesson. If you don't take the lesson, it's definitely going to come back again and again, until you understand, so that happened for me to learn something so that I'm now ready for next level. So now when I'm talking about the chemistry, and the physics behind it, we understand that, okay, if I take a minus pole and a plus, it's electricity, right? It's not that we invented electricity. We just understood that this and this together will make electricity. Same with internet and whatever. Nobody invented it. Somebody figured out how things come together. And what we do know is that we are energy as well. We have our own magnetic fields. What you send out is what is coming back. So when you start being mindful and you start looking at it as frequencies, from highest frequency to down frequency, right? And you start understanding that, I am actually sending out, everything around me is actually reflecting myself and my inner self. If things go shit around you, at some point, if it just continues like that, what is it that you're in your frequency that attracts these things to your life? Why are you you see what I mean? If you're in that frequency, those things doesn't even come to your frequency. So when we start understanding that and making sure that we keep ourselves in the right frequencies, that's also when things start flowing. Abundance, stuff like that is because you've worked on yourself so that you're no longer attached to those things that is keeping you down.
That's really well said. Because
it's in our head.
There's also this artist, because we know this, because maybe I'm not allowed to mention names, but I'm going to mention something that he said. He said, make sure that you take yourself outside of your body so you can look at yourself and see how you play yourself.
Yes.
Then you realize that you still have, make meal.
Yeah, I was about
to say make meal. And it's not fair.
No.
Because, in a way, because it's like, but wait, so the people that has it the worst right now, so because that's the thing, rich people, they get more money as well, right? Why? Like these people are the ones who need it the most, and these people over here is just getting it, and it's not fair the way it is today, right? But I think the irony is that the people, when you are there, I think they're so chilled, they don't stress, so their frequency is on a receiving frequency. When you're there, you're stressing, you're fearful, you're survival. Then even though your head is there, your energy field is saying something else. So that's why when you switch it, you have to decide. Nothing around me is looking like I'm fucking good right now. My bill, you can feel like everything is against you. But when you start understanding that you are in control of your own frequencies. So just trick the system. I am happy. I know that I'm gonna, when you start you see the colors, you see your own frequency coming to a different frequency, and then you start attracting stuff. And you're never gonna attract more than you can get, both positive and negative. Maybe you're not ready for it. You say, if I just had this, everything will be better. So I would say, I think there's a reason why we don't get sometimes what we want, because there's a time and season for everything. Maybe there's something with ourselves that we don't know, that if you had it at that time you wanted it, you would not handle it, and you would lose it. So God is preparing you. You need to show him that you're patient, that you can handle that kind of stress. How do you keep yourself when these things happen? Because also if you get it too easy, how is your attitude going to be when a trial comes and you lose everything? And why would you lose it? Because you haven't worked on the frequencies. So you're still scared. You're scared to lose it because you got it fast. Then you're in the scares. It's going to keep you down. But when you're there and you're confident.
So that's why this man of yours back home here, he was confident, he was there. And then let's go into that. How did you meet this Ghanaian man? The guy's in the military right now. The guy's in the trenches, bro.
It's true.
He was in the right place when you met him.
I would say he is, you're right, very confident. Very, very confident in himself and in us. because I was not at all.
All right.
So what made you say that you weren't?
I felt like I wasn't ready. I felt like I was not after any man. I was not looking for anything serious. I was having a single summer. I wanted to be just me and my girls, and I don't want to commit myself to anybody. I'm like in a space where I don't trust any men. Like I was done. Done.
And then a soldier walked in.
Done.
What do you mean you don't trust any man? What?
I didn't trust any man.
No.
I needed time to heal, and I needed time to understand that not every man, and I know that not every man. So it's not even about the men. It's like I don't trust myself with men, because, and also I just felt like I do not have the energy to invest my feelings and time and everything again if it's not going to work. So let me just charge myself before I'm ready to give that a shot. Like, because I can't give you right now. I cannot give you what you want and what you deserve right now, because if I invest I'm just not going to invest anything. I'm still wounded. So, but he was patient, very patient,
and the persistence that he had.
Yes.
So what did he do? Like, what does he do that at the end you're like, okay, I think we're there. I think he's the one.
So in the end, now I know he's the one because of his patience, his understanding, the same values. Like we have the same. I see him. He doesn't understand it himself. The spiritual side of him is so powerful. Like he's like an old man. Like I don't understand. His soul is old, and I can see that. The way he understands life is so inspiring. So inspiring. He doesn't stress. He is not. He just knows those things. His frequency is high. He just gets it. Like so, he needs to remind me a lot of times when I stress and I'm like, He's like, don't use your energy that you can't of things that you can't control. What is it that control? What you can control. But if it's out of your control, trust God. I love he's just very, strong spiritually, very strong, and. Of course, I'm also into numerology.
Okay.
And again, we could talk about this forever because, my father, brought me up in the church and the Pentecostal is very like, they're in there, but I have my understanding of stuff.
Yeah.
And I know from tradition back in the days, the moment you're doing stuff in a different way than what some pastors told that this is it, everything else is evil or juju but let me just say one thing on that stuff, because for example we all agree when the sun goes up, right? We all agree that you can show it scientifically as well. Sun gives us dopamine, like it changes our hormones, it gives us melanin. What happens with it makes us happy, we feel better, it helps on the muscles, like it has scientific proof that the sun affects us, not just physically, but also emotionally.
Of course.
So why is it that the moment I start talking about the moon or the stars that is also on the same heaven, oh no, that's some evil stuff. Why? Oh no, that's not real. So why though? It doesn't make sense to me. If you believe the sun could do stuff with you, we are directly affected by the sun. Why would I not be directly affected by the same moon? If you're into fishing, we all know when it's a full moon, why does it affect the waters? Höjvan, lavvan. Because and how many percentage of our body is water?
Very.
Do you understand when you start seeing the things? Why would they say that it's evil? Unless there's some truth there, and there's some weapons, something that.
Sounds like this is a topic you wanted to talk about.
So back to numerology.
Yeah,
so I'm open for all of that. I'm open to talking to the angels. I'm open for the stars, how it affects us, the moon. When you start diving into those stuff, and you're like, God is with us all the time. Why would I trust somebody that tells me this is true, but the other one is not true when it doesn't make sense for me?
Have you seen that movie? Is it
and
called
my guy is at 11, 11, 11.
Him?
You got quiet. Yes,
Yeah.
born 11th of 11th at 11. For me, that is like, oh, okay.
Ah, she knew.
I knew.
Yeah.
11. If you check my diary, that number had come and told me
Really?
many months, like, somebody is coming to come in your life, 11.
What did you know for me?
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
I knew.
Yeah.
So when he told me he's born, I was like, oh, okay.
So it seems like everything
So that's
you've
when
been manifesting.
she stopped doubting, you know what I mean? That's when she stopped doubting.
Yes, because that was crazy.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah.
The angels revealed to me something about just remember 11 so many times. If you look at my diary, and then this guy comes in my life and he's very patient and I'm like trying to push him away but I see his soul and then he reveals that I'm the 11. I'm like, what? No, wait. What did you mean now? What did you say? You're 11. He's like, yeah, they always call me 11 because I'm born 11 at 11. I was like, okay.
Say less.
Okay.
Say less.
I got it. I got it.
Wow.
Okay. So it's you.
Yeah.
It's you.
Damn.
I was not prepared for this because I do not want long distance relationship. It's a lot of things about this that is not what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I hear you. It's you.
Wow.
So how are we going to do this now?
Expect the unexpected. When you're not ready, when you think you're not ready, that's when things happen. Always.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, what a story. Yeah. Anyways, you know what? I think we heard a lot about your story, right? From childhood to what you achieved today, right? And of course, your man 11.
We could be here all day. We could be here all night.
Right. But is there anything else that you'd like to share with the audience about yourself that you might not have shared yet?
I think I covered the most.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here. And I want everybody to remember that, at least know that if you're born, when you wake up in the morning and you have a pulse, do remember that you have purpose.
Yes. Amen to that. Amen to that. And by the way, for those people like me like to watch Company Lawrence, be aware she's coming.
If you're ready to see me cry and shout and be all out of it.
What's Company Lawrence for the people that don't know, maybe in Norway?
Oh, Company Lawrence. And basically, if they've taken me and a bunch of other, I think we're 10 in total, 12 in total, celebrities, we have been drilled in the military, not as special soldiers. So we've had to jump from buildings and sleep outside and no food for 48 hours. I've been kidnapped. You know, it's a lot of things. When I got home, I had it's fine now, but I was shot in my face. I had a problem with my eye.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of things we went through. It was not a joke.
But you made it.
Yeah.
You came back alive.
I'm still here.
You stayed right here.
Awesome.
No power.
Yeah. So when is it people should expect to watch that?
From February. So Kompani Lauritzen is coming in February, and then already now you could see Gjenbrukskampen at TVL every Sunday.
Awesome. So
Yes,
fantastic. That is 2026, February 2026.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. And before we wrap up, just want to give a big shout out to our sponsor again, Kawanzuri. So Kawanzuri is a premium African coffee. So if you like top quality African coffee, check out the coffee Kawanzuri. Thanks again for coming to the episode today, Analisa.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Pleasure
having you
A
here
pleasure
today.
to have you.
Thank you.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe on Live Loud and Inspire podcast. Signing out.
Thank you.